When it comes to dealing with narcissistic individuals, it's about recognising pervasive patterns of behaviour. When it comes to narcissistic people, you'll often notice that they are all talk and no show. Now, genuine people are more than capable of saying, "I'll do this," and then something crops up. Genuine people are more than capable of setting a simple goal, even a goal for themselves, such as, "I'm going to lose weight," and then lacking the willpower, lacking the discipline, lacking the consistency, and giving up, and 6 months later saying it again. Genuine people are capable of promising something and then failing to deliver as a one-off. With a narcissistic individual, their false promises usually affect others. They are all talk and no show. Because narcissists crave attention, they crave a validation. They're not interested in the results. They're interested in the moment. Narcissists enjoy the admiration they get when making a promise, when making a commitment, when creating that goal. They do not want to put the effort in that's required for them to fulfill it. Instead, they'd rather come up with justifications, reasons, excuses. And it's time and time again. They say things because they want to look good. And to get away with it, they say excuses so that people feel sorry for them. They're more than capable of talking badly about anybody else that fails to follow through. However, they want the sympathy when they fail. They look to avoid responsibility. Following through means accountability. Narcissistic individuals prefer to appear capable without doing any of the work. They've got all the ideas, all the plans, all the "we should." But the "we" means you. You should do it for them, and they should take all the credit. Because after all, it was their idea. And if you do get any credit, they get highly offended. Narcissists want that instant gratification over long-term effort. They want to be told how wonderful they are. They focus on immediate praise, reward, recognition, sympathy, attention, rather than completing a task that takes time. So they can promise to do something, they can fail to deliver, they can have a valid excuse that gives them the sympathy. It's a win-win for a narcissist. Narcissists use false promises as a manipulation tactic to control. By consistently promising and failing to deliver, they keep you hoping, they keep you waiting, they keep you dependent on them. And they will promise you things that you would like in your future and lead you to believe that they would like them too, so you feel like you're letting them down if you walk away. So you stay just a little bit longer. The narcissist future faking. Only they don't want those things. They're just using them to keep you hooked, to give you just enough hope to hang on to absolutely nothing. Genuine people can fear failure. Narcissists fear failure. Actually acting on a promise could risk exposure of their limitations that we all have. We can all plan something and it goes wrong. It doesn't go quite how we would have liked. We make an innocent mistake. So for a narcissist, it's easier to take the safe route and not bother because action's too risky. Instead, they will let you take the action, and if it all goes wrong, they can blame you, not themselves. However, if it all goes right, They will take the credit. They want the praise. They want the attention. They want the recognition. They don't want to put in any of the hard work or risk any form of exposure as not being seen as perfect. Manipulation and gaslighting. Promises by a narcissist are used as a tool to guilt you rather than any genuine intentions to act. And the self-image maintenance. They want to appear capable, generous, ambitious without doing any of the work. The word is enough to maintain their image, and their excuses, their justifications for not following through or shifting the blame onto somebody else is enough to gain them the sympathetic attention. And when they realise these excuses work, the more they use them to avoid responsibility. When it comes to wanting to do something, a lot of the time we can need help in situations. However, it's best acknowledging that you want to do something for you and then doing it. Showing people through your actions, not your words. And the same goes for dealing with narcissistic individuals. Learning through their actions and not trusting their words. And knowing when it's time to distance yourself from those who like to feed you a load of rubbish. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments with people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on this channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do have a select few one-to-one slots available also, where the link is in the description. If you're looking for further reading on understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several books available on Amazon. How to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals, healing from narcissistic abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery, 50 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain for those that you can't go no contact with, a Narcissists Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding narcissistic and emotional abuse, and the novel Behind the Mask, The Rise of a Narcissist. If anyone is interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.